What is the situation right now as per last minute preparation for the election?
Thank you. My name remains Idris Miliki Abdul, Executive Director of Concerns for Human Rights and Conflict Resolution. I think I can say we are already, starting with as a background, we are already in the sense that this program, the INEC timetable came up on the 11th of November last year. So it remains just 2 days. And from what we have observed across board, the INEC activities have indicated the materials are available. The security personnel, both the one that you can notice and the one you cannot notice, in the last 3 days have also been in town. There may be more that will be coming probably later today or tomorrow, depending on their rank. But I think, like you said, the IG was around. And then Kogi has a history of people concerned when the election is getting closer. And from the report we are also getting across the state, I believe that election should be peaceful. The civil society have not also relent. We have used all the means within our disposal to advocate for free and fair elections. So if we all put, and even the media, people have come in to conduct training for the media. A lot of media personnel have been taken outside to also be sensitized on what their role should be. So by and large, what we need to further is that the political parties are rounding up today, according to Electoral Act, that by tomorrow you can no longer campaign again. So you close up your campaign by 12 o'clock today. So we can see that everybody who is concerned, the only people that have not acted or who may have acted sometime that will be acting majorly on election day are the electorate, the voters themselves. So they are the ones that need to be more sensitized to take decisions on their own and to vote for candidates of their choice. What about the level of voters' education by the political parties? What we have also not too happy about is that even when they were campaigning, they were not distributing materials that can assist their supporters to be able to take informed decisions. You will have expected them to come out with some portions of the Electoral Act and what I can refer to as mock ballot paper with their own logo indicating that this is the do and don't. So this is what we have seen. We are also a bit worried about the reckless driving of the security men in this build up to the elections. They might be in a hurry, but they should also know that the residents are also doing one thing or the other. We are not at war. It's not as if it's a war situation. So even when you are on the street, this attitude of reckless driving, putting up harm and harassing citizens and children should not be encouraged by security agents. So I think this is one thing that we are very worried and concerned about. We also want to appeal to the media, both the ones that are local and the ones that are coming in, to do proper investigations. Attempt to break news can also make it to break false news. And then I'm misinformed. Diligent investigations, listening and waiting for authority to make pronouncement so that you can refer to the media and say this is the source. So we don't want sensationalism among the media, and we're encouraging the media to be professional. Then utterances of campaign officials in the name of spokespersons have also added, but now they have signed peace accord. But the worrisome attitude of this peace accord, does it get to local government? We are signing peace accord at state headquarters. We have 3 zones, electoral district. We have 21 local government. We have 239 wards. Do you sign your accord and you take responsibility? It is not those who sign the accord. And do they give copies to them? You sign the accord and you keep it with the police. They should have copies on themselves and make sure that their supporters are able to know that this is the do and don't. And if you are supporting me, please don't go out there to cause havoc. So that at the end of the day, they won't say they are my supporters. Because if you look at the game of football, when the supporters misbehave, the club is fined and they want to pay because it is because of their supporters misbehave. So you need to also let the supporters be able to download this. So maybe subsequently looking forward, accord signings should also get to at least each of the local government, so that they can be able, not just the candidate, because this is where where the voting comes from. And when you talk of rigging, vote buying, and then insecurity challenges, they are almost more at the rural area. So we expect that the security personnel should be deployed more to the rural community, so that they can see what is happening there. So that at the end of the day, only the counting and the final result is maybe living from the world now, the rank to local government. From the local government to the headquarters, you don't announce result there. So you can now move those security back to the headquarters. So you don't just bring the big men who will sit down here and be giving directive. And some of them are even under alcohol. You can see the level of policemen, maybe because as a sort of not having the accommodation or what have you. Their base now is majorly at the back. And so when you are armed and you are taking alcohol, of course we have not seen anybody that is misbehaving. But we are also monitoring the conduct of the security men. Yes, we as civil society is one of those things we are observing critically. What is their attitude? And it's not just on election day. What 24 hours, 48 hours to election? What is the level of deployment? What is the conduct and attitude of the security men themselves? And that is, what about their welfare? I think those are the things that we are concerned with. So I think by and large, I can say that we can give to ourselves in terms of preparation psychologically that we are ready. And we should also remember that the law says substantially. Nobody is talking of 100%. You can also expect a human society, a human institution should be 100%, and we are all involved. The civil society, INEC, the umpire, the media, the voters, the political parties, and their candidates. If all of us play by the rule of the game, because election is a contest, and somebody will emerge. So, but all participants will have added value into the election, so everybody cannot win. It may also be the best student that will take the first position, but there are factors that can make you to win elections. So, and this is what we need to look at. The Electoral Act says, gave two conditions, that minimum of 25% in two-thirds, and two-thirds of Kogi State is 14 local government. So no single zone can single-handedly produce the governor. Again, you must have the majority of the vote cast. So there are possibilities. You could have two political parties having 25% in 40 local government. Is a possibility. But who is going to have the majority of the vote cast is the issue. We should also remember the fact that part of the decisions of the Supreme Court and even Appeal Court in the presidential election, one of the things we observe is that most political parties don't have party agent at the polling unit, and that's what created problem. It is not what it is the same thing, the result that are given from EC8 to security agent and party agent that are uploaded on IREF. So whether it is uploaded in IREF or not, if you have your from EC8, you have your party agent, they will definitely come and give you the result. That is the same one that is being snapped and pasted at the polling unit. So why waiting? So we are also urging political parties to make sure they have credible persons. We also want at the polling unit, we also want to alert the security people not to allow fake party agents that go to business center and produce card and say we are party agent, which they can be causing problem because the party members think they have the immunity and impunity on election day. Those ones must be addressed properly. Security agent must not look otherwise. They must concentrate and be professional. INEC is all we are looking on to. Give us the material on time. You have promised you will give us. And then the electors are patient enough to cast their vote. Remember, it is 8 o'clock, 8:30 to 2:30. But if you are still on the queue, you will be allowed to vote. INEC also said if you don't have permanent voters card, you can also not vote. Even the judgment has been said that somebody went to court, 2 persons. That judgment only affect themselves. Did not generalize that because there was a judgment, you didn't go to court, you are not a party. So if you don't have your permanent voters card, please stay at home. It is not a gossip center. You don't have to go at the polling unit because you don't have any business to do there. After voting, please move 300 meters away. If you want to wait for your result, there is nothing bad about that. But 300 meters is what INEC says. That is the rule. We must respect the rules and INEC guidelines in this election.
Thank you very much, sir.